Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about the wastewater collection system. This is the next chapter of environmental engineering. Let us see the basic concepts of wastewater collection system. First of all, introduction. Urbanization has encouraged the migration of people from village to urban areas. This has given rise to a number of environmental problems such as water supply with desirable quantity and quality, wastewater generation and its collection, treatment and its disposal. Out of total water demand, in general 60 to 80% contribute as a wastewater. In most of the cities, the wastewater is let out, partially treated or untreated, and it either percolate into the ground and in turn contaminates the groundwater, or it is discharged into the natural drainage system, causing pollution in downstream water bodies. Drinking water demand is perhaps the largest demand for higher quality water, apart from many industrial uses which also require the high quality of water. Means this wastewater is generated due to urbanization. Means whenever there is urbanization is formed, then the village are or the peoples are migrate from village to urban areas, so that environmental problems are created. Water supply problem, then desired quantity or quality of water problem is formed. So out of 100, 60 to 80% of water is contributed as a wastewater. So for the drinking water demand, the largest demand means the drinking water demand is the largest demand among the others. Means water is supplied to industry, water supplied to other aspects. So this wastewater is the main problem. So the next concept is the advantage offered by the water carriage system. The first advantage is the carriage of waste on head or carts into required. Bad smell, which was unavoidable during open transport of sewage. It is not occurring due to transport of this polluted water in close conduct. Means if that polluted water is transported under the covered one, or under transport under the close conduct, then bad smell, like a bad smell or that environmental pollution is not occurred. The old system was posing the health hazardous to sweepers and to nearly resident because of possibilities of files and insects transmitted disease germs from accessible cards to the resident food, that food which is eatable. This is avoided in water carriage system because of transport of night soil is close conduct. Human excreta is washed away as soon as it is produced in water carriage system. Thus the storing is not required as required in the old system of manual disposal. Thus no bad smell are produced in close conduct transport. These are the just advantages. Next one is the in the old system, the water waste generated from the kitchen and bathroom was required to be carried through open roadside drains for disposal. This is avoided in sewage system as the open drain could generate the bad odors when used for the disposal of the organic waste. The water carrier system does not occupy floor area as the sewers are laid undergrounds. Next advantage or the last one advantage is the in addition the contribution of the toilets one above the other is possible in a water carrier system, and combine latrines and bathrooms together as water closets is possible. This is one of the important advantage of the water carrier system. Means these are in general advantage of the water carrier system which help to avoid the pollution and pollution of air, pollution of soil, and it takes the care of human health. So the next concept of water carrier system. The first one is the large network of pipes is required for the collection of the sewage. The capital cost for the water carrier system is very high. In addition, the operation of maintenance assured the water supply is essential for the efficient operation of the water carrier system. In these drawbacks, there are many problems are there. Means whenever there is the large network of pipes is required for the collection of sewage, then the cost of that carrier system get increased. This is the first one drawback. In generally when the operation of the maintenance sewage system is very expensive, then the wastewater volume is required to be treated before disposal. Means whenever it get disposed before treatment, then the pollution get increased, diseases increase. So that need of maintenance or the need of treatment on the sewage water, so that we can avoid the pollution of water pollution, soil pollution, and preventing the disease causing bacteria. So we health ratio is increased. This is the main importance. And last one is it is essential for the efficient operation of the water carrier system. In general, these are the drawbacks of wastewater carrier system. Then the next concepts is the definitions. There are some basic definitions which will be here. In next topic we discuss in details about this one. Just here are the today I discuss only definitions or a basic mean of that terms. Then first one is the industrial wastewater. What is meant by industrial wastewater? It is the wastewater generated from the industrial and commercial areas. This wastewater contains the objectionable organic and inorganic compounds that may not be amenable to conventional treatment process. Means this water is generated from the industry and commercial areas, and this is contaminant water. Means this containing the lots of organic inorganic compounds in it, so we cannot dispose it directly without treatment. This is called the industrial wastewater. Now the second one is the night soil. It is the term used to indicate the human and animal excreta is called the night soil. Storm water, it indicates the rainwater of the locality, so that the storm water is alternatively called the rainwater. Subsoil water, next concept. The groundwater that enters into the sewage through the leakage is called the subsoil water. Now the next is the sanitary sewage. The sewage originated from the residential buildings come under the category. This is very foul in nature. It is the wastewater generated from the lavatory basins, urinals, and water closet of residential building offer office buildings, streets, and other institutions. It is also referred as the domestic wastewater. Sanitary sewage means the all wastewater that are formed due to the different agencies. In general, these are the sanitary water like office, then domestic use, then industry, institutions, all these one. These are called the sanitary sewage. Next term is sewage. It indicates the liquid waste originating from domestic use of water. It includes sewage, discharge from toilets, urinal, wastewater generated from the commercial establishment, institutions, industrial establishment, groundwater and storm water that may enter into the sewers. Then the decomposition produced the large quantity of malodorous gases, and it contains the numerous pathogenic or disease producing bacteria along with high concentration of organic matters and suspended soils. This is called the sewage. Sewage means that water which may dispose from which may be collect from industry wastewater, it may be from the domestic water, it may be discharge from toilets, it may be wastewater generated from the commercial establishment. All that water which containing the pathogens, bacteria, disease causing bacteria, then contaminations like suspended particles, organic matters, inorganic matters, dissolved impurity, whenever all that are included in water is called the sewage. Then sewage treatment plant. Before disposal, we need to treat on the water which are collected or which is called the sewage, because whenever we not treat on that water to remove that all bacteria, so without treatment of water, if we dispose, then it directly affect on the animal health, that increase the soil pollution, water pollution, air pollution, and it is not so it is very harmful for the health of us. So there is the need of sewage treatment. If we treatment is done on that sewage, so we can use that water for the next purpose. So this plant where the treatment is done is called the sewage treatment plant. So the definition of this one is it is in generally it is the facility designed to receive the waste from domestic, commercial and industrial sources and to remove material that damage water quality and compromise public health and safety when discharged into water receiving system or land. It is a combination of unit operations and unit process developed to treat the sewage to desirable standards to suit effluent norms defined by a regulating authorities. It's called the sewage treatment plant. Now the next is the sewage. The term sewage refers the infrastructure which include the device, equipment and apparatus or appendices for the collection, transportation and pumping of sewage, but excluding work for the treatment of sewage. Basically, it is the water carriage system designed and constructed for collecting or for carrying the sewage through the sewers. Next is the sewer. It is an underground conduct or drain through which the sewer is carried to the point of discharge or disposal. There are three types of sewage systems that are commonly used for the sewage collections. First one is the separate sewage, stormwater drains and combined sewers. These are the three subtypes. Then let us see the definition of separate sewers. These are those which carry the household and industrial waste only. Separate sewers means these are the separate systems which are applied for the home and industries, so that it carries the household and industrial wastewater only. This is called the separate sewers. Second is the stormwater drain. These are those which carry the rainwater from the roof and street surface. Means this is collecting, we know that the stormwater is alternately called the rainwater. So whenever we start to collect, or we want to collect that rainwater from the roof or street, it's called collection of that one is called the stormwater drains. Then the next is the combined sewers. These are those which carry both sewers and stormwater together, is called the same conduct or the combined sewers. Now the house sewers or drain is used to discharge the sewers from the building to the street sewers. Lateral sewer is the sewer which collect the sewage directly from the household buildings. The branch sewer or submain sewer is the sewer which receives sewage from relatively small area. The main sewer or trunk sewer is the sewer that receives the sewage from many tributary branches and sewers, the serving as an outlet for the large territory. The disposal sewer is a section of sewer constructed lower than adjacent section to pass beneath an obstacles or obstructions. It runs full under the force of gravity and at greater than atmospheric pressure. The sewage enters and leaves the depressed sewer at atmospheric pressure. The intercepting sewer is a sewer laid transversely to main sewer system to intercept the dry weather flow of sewage and additional surface and storm water as may be desirable. And intercepting sewer is usually a large sewer flowing parallel to a naturally drainage channels, into which the number of main or outfall sewer discharge is done. The outfall sewer receives the entire sewage from collection system, and finally it is discharged to a common point. Relief sewers or overflow sewer is used to carry the flow in excess of capacity of existing sewer. The next is the sewage. This refers to the wastewater generated from the bathrooms, kitchens, washing places and the wash basins, etc. The composition of the waste does not involve the higher concentration of organic matters, and it is less polluted water as compared to the sewage. Means sewage is in general wastewater which are collected from the kitchens, bathrooms. So it is not maximum contamination. It does not contain the maximum organic or organic contamination in it. So it is the less polluted as compared to that of sewage. Now the next is the wastewater. The term wastewater include both organic and inorganic constituents in soluble or suspended form and minerals. Content of liquid waste carried through the liquid media Generally, the organic portions of the wastewater undergoes biological decompositions, and the mineral matter may combine with water to form the dissolved solids. Hope so you understand all the definitions which are included in wastewater management. In next lecture, we discuss the details about these all definitions.